Smell like dog to you?
No.
Sure. You do you.
It smells like clean glass.
Is that what clean glass is supposed to smell like?
Welcome in. We're Everything in the Barrel. I'm Andrew. This is Nate.
Hello.
Yep. So today, literally just today, we got our hands on an Old Fitz number 7. I guess it's not a number 7. That'd be Jack Daniels.
Yeah, don't do that. No. We don't need that comparison made already. Oh, don't. No, we can smell the difference.
Old Fitz 7 year, not
like-
Old Fitz number 7. Clear distinction.
Yeah. All right, here comes chaos. I do like the bag, though.
Yeah, the bag's nice.
Yeah.
It's a good little touch. I mean, they kept, like, the top here kind of the same. Like, they changed from glass to wood, whatever. But, I mean, they kept...
Well, they actually...
I'll just reach over. I mean, like, the top. Like, they kept, like, the
just
flowery whatever.
Well, but and since you're not getting the fancier cork with the bigger bottles, you at least... I don't know if you're even going to pick that up. But they actually have, like, the name etched in at the top. And they actually cut it to where even the wood has a nice little piece of... distinction.
I got the Old Fitz, like, key, whatever on there. Mm-hmm. It's a nice touch. But for, what, $69.99 MSRP? That's what I paid plus tax.
Did you say this is supposed to be part of, like, their regular line now?
That's the rumor that I've heard, is that it's come early fall, late summer, it's gonna be a shelfer, much like Henry McKenna is now, much like Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. Both were allocated a couple years back, but now you can find them on any shelf, just about in any store that carries a bigger selection.
Yeah.
So, but this is supposed to be one that's nationwide, available everywhere kind of thing. That's the rumor that I've heard is...
Is it because there's made so many
September.
that they just have enough backstock they can kind of just steamroll through?
I don't know the full story. I've heard a couple different things of just like with the COVID boom, like 5 years ago, whatever, that they've upped production so much, but now that the whiskey industry is slowing down, that they're going to have so much of this for the next couple of years that creating a new bottle, like line, label, whatever, was going to be the best way to get rid of some of that stock. But that's just a rumor that I've heard in a story that I've told. I can't vet that and say it's true.
It's just rumor mill at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in the rumor mill of the rumor mill, are they going to keep it 7 years? Like, that should be 7, or is it just going to change a little bit with different finishes?
I have no
They
idea.
really don't do any finishes. It's just straight...
Not on Old Fitz.
Yeah,
no, it's all the bottled and
Yeah,
bond.
okay.
Yeah,
So this is just
I mean,
a
they
7 year that they'll just hopefully have.
Yeah. I mean, I think they get the year variation with like the fall and spring releases.
Yeah.
That I'm hoping that they keep something consistent from the
That would be
Old Fitz
really
line.
nice. I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah, I
If
would
we
too.
could actually walk in and occasionally find it, and it's not like, oh, it's $400 because it's a rare release. If it's just a regular.
Well, I mean, the same thing with like Henry McKenna. Henry McKenna like used to be like allocated, and you had to like
yeah, but they
go
also
back room to get one.
the prices also went up on that from everybody, and I think that kind of slowed everyone down too. It's,
For $40, it's good. For $70, it's meh. Yeah, I agree. But I mean, same thing with Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond when that was first released. That was like a smaller market that eventually opened up to a nationwide distribution. But it was still that smaller market. It was allocated, and when it started opening up, it was still allocated for like the states that got it. But you gave it 6 months, it's still sitting on the shelves everywhere. So.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, let's get into this one. Finally, after.
Did you actually sample any of this, or did they have samples when?
I poured some for Rod, actually, when I got it. He gave me back an empty bottle from a sample that I gave him previously. And I said, you want me to just fill it back up for you? And he's like, sure. So figured share the wealth with the store, whatnot. The guy who ordered it for me. So
Yeah.
yeah, always happy to.
Yeah, I was surprised when he said you actually got a box in.
He got the last one, too, is what he said. So, I mean,
Well, last shipment, I said.
no, he got the last box that the distributor had, he said.
No, I know. It wasn't even
Oh.
a full. They just
Yeah, it was a full
stuff
case.
them.
It was a full case.
So, well, that works out.
On the nose, it's very It's sweet. Like it's a sweet caramel. It's grainy.
Yeah.
It's real grainy.
Yeah. I am happy. I can't remember which one it was. So we have the Old Fitz 8. And I think my expectation after like the 17s and 19s was like, oh, it's just going to be, like its whole entire profile changed.
Yeah.
Like utterly.
Yeah.
To where I'm like, oh, this is going to be a 7-year. It's going to be just a shelf. The nose is not as, okay, it's not dull. I was thinking it was going to be just dull. Like, oh yeah, it's just like ethanol.
It's not going to have enough time in the barrel to actually mature and develop.
Or actually have anything, so.
Yeah. But no, that's,
I don't know.
it's citrusy in a way too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
not even like it's not
a very
full,
pleasant nose.
It's not even full orange peels like when we do the old fashions when you go.
Yeah,
it's
like
it's just the mist.
Expression, whatever you express the orange. Yeah.
There's just like a hint of that in there.
Yeah, there really is. That's wonderful. And here we are focusing on the nose again. Typically, it's the last thing for us,
but no, that's I'm pleasantly surprised. So.
Going on the palate, that's real nice. That is real nice. It's a little peppery.
I was gonna say there's it's not quite rye spice, but
it's a little peppery.
Yeah.
And I'm getting like I don't know if my palate's just off, but there's a little bit of like a licorice, like a black licorice kind of note.
Not quite black licorice. It's almost
it's a licorice kind of.
Yeah, like red vines or something. It's not quite Twizzlers because Twizzlers is just rubber.
The Twizzlers are better than red vines. Are we going to debate about this?
We can shelf that for right now.
Fucking animal. You really think red vines are better than Twizzlers?
Is this gonna be like the video? Dude, all the Twizzlers I get are like really hard, and then I get the red vines and they're soft. They don't break your teeth.
But they taste like ass.
Oh God. So, anyways, on the nose.
Anywho,
no, I do think you're right with the licorice because I was going through my brain. It's not quite a cherry note, but the other thing. So in that profile, and you have that orange, like not quite zest, but like if you just want to call it like that mist, it's in between that.
On the palate?
Yep, on the palate.
Yeah.
But I do think the pepper does go away, and then that's kind of still lingers in there.
Like
so the pepper's like sprinkled out.
Weird, whatever, but on like the side of my tongue, I'm getting like some of that sweetness as like the pepper dissipates. Like it's on the side of my tongue. It's just, it lingers there, which is kind of nice because I feel like a lot of 100 proofs don't actually just sit there and hang around for
honestly,
a minute or two.
If you didn't tell me this was an Old Fitz, I just, got the heart on for Old Fitz, but if you said that this was, hey, this is a Jack Daniel's experimental whatever, or this is going to be, a rare breed something.
Insert weeded here.
Yeah, pretty much. Or just anything, even not even just a weeded. It's because of that peppery note. It can throw off the whole thing. I would almost think like with that note, it's like, oh, that's a weak rye.
Yeah.
No. Well, you get what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Because it has that little, like the little pinpricks of what like a nice rye has. It's all of that rye spice. If you think rye spice is just like a blend, you literally just took everything out, left like the pepper. That's, okay, I need to catch up apparently. All right, then. But no, I really like that.
A little bit more.
The nose does very much complement the palate.
Yeah.
I did not get the pepper though in the nose. There's none of that.
Yeah, no, there's nothing on the nose. There's nothing on the nose, but on the palate, it's enjoyable.
After drinking it and smelling it again, I'm getting a lot more of that citrusy stuff.
Yeah.
I agree. It's almost like an orange, just a little bit of an orange, but it's just.
Yeah. Now going back to it, like I'm trying to not focus on that pepper note as much, and it's just like, it's up there. It is though, but it's that nice caramel, like candy sweetness that's on there, and it's
weird to.
I really hope that this becomes a shelfer.
That would be really.
Because I mean, for $70, I'd go to this over. Shit, I feel like a lot of other things. I'd definitely go like just Heaven Hill to Heaven Hill. I'd definitely go over to this over Henry McKenna.
Oh, hands down.
Like bottled and bond,
yeah.
whatever, like same proof, just bourbon, weeded, like.
It's almost like how it sits on the tongue. It's really weird. I mean, in a good way. So you got the pepper, and it goes away. It's almost the entire, like an underlying, like, creaminess.
Yeah.
To it. Like, I don't know how else to... Oh,
you say that, and as soon as I swallow, like, it's not the flavor of cream corn, but the mouthfeel of cream corn.
Oh, God, don't say that. I'm going to hate it then. No, but it's a
perfect. It's cream corn, it's cream corn, it's cream corn. Can I have the bottle back?
No, but it's also consistent. It's not like cheesecake. It's almost like...
It's more velvety. Not like
more
thick.
velvety, but it's like velvet. I shouldn't say velvet frosting, but yeah, it's velvety. It's...
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's a consistent. I don't even know how to describe that. Because anytime I describe it to, it's going to have flavor. Oh, it's just icing. It's like, no.
I know what you're saying. It's the coating feeling, that mouthfeel coating that you're feeling. Yeah. No. Hopefully everybody else knows what we're talking about.
I don't know. Or they just buy the damn thing and find out, and we're just null and void.
Yeah. I mean, I really hope that this one becomes available, like, just on the shelf all the time, because this is, for $70, I hope it hovers around there too. This is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
We
didn't really talk about the finish, and we're finish horse. And there's not a whole lot
it's a lighter continuation of the palate. Like, a lot of times, like, you get a build with, like, a good finish, like, it builds in a certain way. This is just a continuation of what the palate is. Like, the pepper is there, that sweetness is there and lingers, but it holds on for, like, a minute or so, I would say. Yeah. But it's not just completely drawn on, and it's also not the greatest finish, but this is going to be shocking to you. I'm okay with the finish not being as good on this one.
Does that mean you just keep drinking it? Is that why? He's like just...
A little bit. A little bit with that, but also the nose and the palate do, like, there's not many times where I say the nose and the palate make up for the finish. Mm-hmm. Nose and the palate make up for the finish.
Yeah.
Like, it just does.
So if we said that this was $300, is your expectation like, oh, God? So is it because it's no, duh. I mean, price is going to make you want to buy it or not, but in terms of, is it because it's where it's at price point? And that's going to be readily available that you're like, yes?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, it's the lower end of a good range for me.
Yeah.
Good proof. So, I mean...
Could you see this being a daily?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you.
Right now, my other daily is 107.
107, which is another
weeder. So I mean, if this becomes readily available, Antique's not available readily.
No.
I mean, you'd have to pay on secondary for it if you want it readily, unless you live in fucking Ohio, Texas, or Oklahoma. Losers. In Minnesota, it's not available for us. But having a good weeded bourbon, is it technically? Yeah, it's okay. Bourbon. Okay, I just had to make sure because Heaven Hill 19 weeder, not a bourbon because of the mash bill. This technically bourbon. I couldn't remember if the Old Fitz what their mash bill line was off the top of my head, but having a good weeded bourbon as a daily drinker for $70, I'd be happy. I'd be very happy.
It really doesn't match the proof, like 100. It really doesn't.
I mean, I would expect it to be around...
Unless that's what the pepperiness is, but it does come across as pepper, not just, ow.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I would guess... Realistically, I might guess that it might be a little bit under 100. Like, you just gave it to me blind.
I'm in the 90s.
Yeah, I would say about mid-90s is what... Like, if you gave this to me blind, I'd probably come in and be like, oh, yeah, it's about... 95. Whatever.
I would not go to that 107. I mean, again, that's in the 90s.
No, it's not. It doesn't drink over 100 to me.
No,
it just doesn't.
It does not. But it's still very drinkable. The finish isn't as much as. Okay, the nose has surpassed my expectations.
Yes.
And the palate is very nice. There's not a lot of notes,
Yeah.
but they complement each other very well.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I guess I don't know what else to say. Like it's just velvety smooth. That's where like I just can't believe this is 100.
Yeah. Yeah, there's and when you find a bottle like that you can't believe that it's actually that high, like high proof, whatever, those ones can be dangerous.
They can be very dangerous. I'm almost wondering, so if this became a staple, that'd make it really cold old fashioned. I wouldn't feel bad about making an actual.
I feel like it'd hold up really well.
Well, yeah, but because it has that proof, but then you're hoping that flavor stays the whole way, but it doesn't drink like it.
Yeah.
That would make for
And then you
really nice old fashioned. Because you would actually add more,
especially
orange.
with some of that like citrus on the nose.
Because it would bring that more of it out.
Yeah.
That would be good.
We might just have to do it. Just say fuck it. Just
do Demerara simple syrup.
yeah, I still got some.
Yeah.
Secondary, it started off ridiculously high when it first hit at like what, $180, $200, something like that. I've seen it drop down to like 110, 120 in there. MSRP is $70. So if you want to try one, you're spending an extra $40. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at secondary price. I mean, realistically, it's the same thing as Weller 107. It's $110.
At the time of the video, what's secondary for you?
110, 120.
And you'd be okay with that for this bottle?
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I would. I was gonna say like 120.
Yeah,
Is kind of where I'd be like that.
Because I mean, it's the same thing with Weller Antique. It's about 110, 120. $70 MSRP.
I'm kind of like it. Of course, it's new and it's, ooh. So I'm going to choose it over the 107, but the 107 is a staple to where if we came back to this and also let this open up a little bit, I'm curious to see where it would fall. But again, that Weller's a little higher.
Yeah.
To where, but again, this doesn't drink like 100, so.
No, it doesn't.
I'm just really curious of how it would hold up in an old fashioned.
Yeah.
That'd be, if it's going to be, because if that's the case, then that would almost be a bottle I would stock up on purpose. Because I'm like, okay, I'm not going to feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pull down the Heaven Hill 19 and just make a couple old fashions.
I mean, that's why we stocked up on Campfire initially.
We did.
When they initially were talking about that not being a national release
the
anymore.
old Campfire.
Yeah, the old Campfire.
Yeah.
We stocked up on that because it makes such an amazing fucking old fashioned. If you want a good old fashioned recipe, substitute any bourbon, rye, whatever for High West Campfire. Oh, it's delicious. Makes me make sex noises.
All right, then. I think we'll just end that there.
Perfect. Sounds good. Well, thanks for tuning in for this one.
I'm so sorry.
Yes. So we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.
Yeah.
I make sex noises.
All the viewer ratings.
Yeah.